35-minute programme that's going to feature the draws for the FA Cup 4th round and 5th round, because both draws are going to be done at the same time this evening. In fact, they're going to be done one after the other, I'm told. Of course, there's Stockport County against West Ham, but that's not our main feature. Later on we'll have the snooker from Barnsley to finish off, but let's have a look at the let me just give you a rundown of the balls that they're going to be drawn this afternoon. There are 32 teams this evening into the 4th round draw, and then there'll be another draw to determine the 5th round as well. So let's have a look at the draw then. The 32 balls, and I'm going to do it in numerical order from 1 to 32. Okay, these are the teams that are going to be in the draw. Ball number 1 is Plymouth Argyle. Ball number 2 will be either Southampton or Shrewsbury Town. Obviously, keep commenting in the comment section as well. Number 3, Chorley, one of the big giant killers this weekend. 4 is Tottenham Hotspur. 5 is Wolverhampton Wanderers. Ball 6 is the winner of tonight's match between Stockport County and West Ham United. In fact, the draw for the 4th and 5th rounds are taking place at Edgley Park tonight. We'll be crossing there in a few minutes, about 10 minutes from now. Ball number 7 is Bournemouth. Ball 8 is Manchester United. Ball 9 is Swansea City. Ball 10, Everton. Ball 11, Nottingham Forest. Ball number 12 is Arsenal. Ball number 13 is Barnsley. Number 14, Sheffield United. Ball number 15 is Millwall. Number 16 is Doncaster Rovers. Ball number 17 is Leicester City. Number 18, Wycombe Wanderers. Number 19, Crawley Town. Great winners over Leeds yesterday. Sorry, Russ, if you're listening. They're number 19. Hi, Mike. Yeah, nice to have you with us. Arsenal, incidentally, are 12th on the ball, so if you want to watch out for your team. For all Burnley fans, we're number 20. Burnley are number 20. Swift were followed by Bristol City, number 21. Fulham 22, ball 23 Liverpool, ball 24 is Brentford, ball number 25 Manchester City, ball number 26 is Luton, Chelsea ball 27, Sheffield Wednesday the ball is ball number 28, Norwich City ball 29, 30th the ball 30 is Blackpool, 31 Brighton and Hove Albion, and finally, last but no means least, ball number 32, Cheltenham Town. A good win for them. So the holders are 12, Leicester 17, Burnley 20, Liverpool 23, Man City 25, Everton 10, United 8, and Tottenham Hotspur 4. Some of the big names in the hat for the 4th round. Those are the ball numbers. We'll give you a quick recap if you join us late of the balls, and then we'll be crossing over to Stockport for the draw. This is the 4th and 5th round draws, I should add as well, so we are really looking forward to this with huge relish tonight, that is for sure. So we'll hopefully get a stream of the draw for you, and let's see who's going to happen, what's going to happen there. But no, it's been a fantastic 3rd round. I know it's been heavily. What number was Swansea? Swansea City. The draw. Well, they could have been number 9. Well, Stevenage could have easily been number 9, but we weren't to know. But Stevenage at the end of the day, Stevenage. Stevenage have got bigger fish to fry, of course, in the league, and that's no disrespect to them, but what a moment that's going to be now for Stockport County. They play later on, of course, and I'm very well, Hugh. How are you? What's your team, by the way? What team? I'd like to ask you what team you're supporting at the moment. Yeah, obviously, I'll try and give out the ball numbers as well a little bit later on in the show. Of course. So we're gonna we'll be crossing over to Stockport in a bit. But there was some great action in the FA Cup this weekend. Some good wins there for the biggest sides. The best result there. Mike reckons Arsenal will pull out Burnley. I hope not. Manchester United. So you'll be I'm forgetting what number you are, but we'll have a look at the draw in full flight. But the fourth and fifth round draws will be taking place here at Edgeley Park. It's very wet and it's very wet there, I'm telling you. But we're nice and cosy in JB Towers for this for the draw, so we're comfortably in the warmth and the coziness of the studio. That is for sure. So we're looking forward to hearing the draw, and well, it's always a great moment. It used to be on the radio, the draw, every year. No, I'm not doing the game because we won't be doing the live match tonight, Mike, because just to remind you, we've got the snooker, we've got the premiere of the final session of the International Open Virtual Snooker, and that involves Jimmy White against Ken Dougherty. Jimmy White leading from the first session 3 frames to 1, so we've got the climax of that instead at 9 o'clock. So that is the so that's what's going to be happening. Yeah, so we're going to be finishing off the snooker, and then we'll be hopefully doing some football during the week and next weekend as well for live action. But it's been a cracking weekend. We have 3 matches here on JB Sports. We had Trevor doing the match between Arsenal and Newcastle, which went to extra time, and Arsenal winning it 2-0. So they were through there. We saw Russ describe Manchester United's narrow victory over Watford, and then only yesterday I was in Crosby at the Marine Travel Stadium as Marine took on Spurs. And if they hadn't hit the bar, Marine, and that had sailed in, we might have been describing sporting history for you yesterday instead of a 5-0 Tottenham victory. But never mind, these things happen, and we're just waiting to cross live to Stockport in just a second or two, and we'll bring you the draw. We will bring you that draw. But it's always the magic of the cup is the magic of the cup's always lovely as well, and should be great fun. And just to remind you that Burnley, any Burnley fans are listening in, we're number 20. I say we because I'm a Burnley fan. So that is so we'll be crossing over in a few moments for the draw. We're just waiting to start, and some good performances. Burnley narrowly surviving MK Dons. I felt justice was done in the end, because I felt that they should have been down to 10 men at MK Dons at half time. We could have had a couple of penalties, but we got through in the end, and Norris was doing really well. So here we go. Remember, this is going to be the 4th and 5th round draws. So once the 4th round is over, we won't be doing the draw for the 5th round because it will have been done by then. Hello, Sue. Liverpool coming up as well. I'll remind you of all the balls as well. The balls you need to listen out for during the draw. Sue, I think Liverpool, is something around about ball 24. I might be wrong, but you're certainly in the mid-20s, 23, 24, I think, the ball. But we'll give you a full recap of the numbers you need to look out for in the draw before we cross over to Edgeley Park, Stockport, for the draw. And it's nice. It's nice to be in a cosy studio as opposed to where we were this time yesterday. So it's lovely. So hopefully we'll be able to cross over now in a second or two. We're just Well, we're just watching Chorley now. They beat Wigan in round 1 and did it in extra time as well. It was a great performance. Then they played Peterborough at London Road, and what a performance they put up there. And then Derby, that depleted Derby side, beaten 2-0. And you think for Chorley, a home draw for them against a big club would be absolutely amazing. They are nicknamed the Magpies, and they're just, if you're not familiar with where Chorley is on the British Isles, but they're uninitiated, they're not far away from Preston, and not too far away. They're sort of in between Preston and Wigan, if you like, in West Lancashire. And their manager, of course, is Jamie Bermingo. I think that's how you pronounce it. You get some really daft surnames in football these days, even if they are from England. So we're just waiting for the formalities and the draw to take place. But I hope you all enjoyed it. And don't forget, Sue, we've got the climax of the snooker coming up tonight on JB Sports, the Jimmy White match. And well, there we go. So we're looking forward to that, and we're just waiting for the draw to take place, and just in case. But yeah, I hope everything we brought you this week, of course. Just a couple of dates in your diary elsewhere. Did you all enjoy the Raven West series Raven West episode on Chris's channel last night? Oh, it was a cracker, wasn't it? No points, sadly, for Raven West, but a great race all the same, and well done, Charles Leclerc. Fantastic. Fantastic performance for him in the virtual Ferrari. Tomorrow, it'll be Trevor's turn to host. He's got Sports Night with Leicester City in action. The Leicester game being the main feature, so he'll be with you for that. And we'll be back on Friday as well. And also, he'll be back on Friday, funnily enough, with Match of the Day, virtual Match of the Day, where Liverpool play Manchester United and Wolves play West Brom. They're the two feature matches on Trevor's version of Match of the Day. So plenty to look forward to, not just on this channel, but on Trevor's channel and Chris's channel as well. So hopefully you could all take a look at that as well. Some news coming out of the FA tonight with Phil Neville. He's going to be leaving the England women's team, and he's going to be taking over David Beckham's Inter Miami in America. So Philip Neville will be joining up with his old Manchester United teammate David Beckham. That's going to be interesting. And of course, there's the COVID case. The Premier League and the last round of fixtures confirmed 36 positive COVID tests in the last sort of test testing, and just a couple of fixture draws as well. Just a couple of fixture changes for the midweek as well. Tomorrow, on Wednesday, the Tottenham Fulham game that we were due to cover over Christmas, that's now going to take place on Wednesday, after the Villa Spurs match was called off because of the COVID cases that Villa had to endure. But I think we're just about set. It's 7:10, and I think we're all set to go to Stockport for the 4th and 5th round draws. And let's hand over now to Stockport now for the draw for the 4th and 5th round of the FA Cup competition. And to take you through that draw is Ramesh Chowdhury, conducting the draw, Peter Crouch.
FA Cup third round action. We saw 85 goals. We said goodbye to 5 Premier League clubs, and Chorley of the 6th tier progressed to the 4th round for the very first time in their history. In just a few moments' time, we'll know who plays who in the 4th round. We'll also be bringing you the draw for the 5th round to help fixture planning in a very congested season. And joining me is Peter Crouch, who has 5 of his former clubs in the draw. 5 of the sort of 100 that you've played for?
Yeah, quite a few clubs. 5 of them left in, thankfully. So hope to get them a good draw.
And you won this, of course, in 2006 with Liverpool. I know how much you love this competition. That must have been such a career highlight.
Yeah, it was special. I grew up with the FA Cup. I grew up not too far from Wembley, so I went to a few finals, and winning it was a special occasion for me. It was my dad was in the crowd, and it was a great win. A lot to thank Steven Gerrard for, to be honest.
Plenty to thank Steven Gerrard for. Are you feeling the pressure with all the job at hand?
Yes, I'm actually very, very nervous, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Just don't want to mess it up.
You won't mess it up. We'll do everything we can to make sure that doesn't happen. Let's take a look at some of the numbers then to look out for that Peter will be drawing out from the bag here. The Premier League's Big Six are all safely through. Elsewhere, Crawley, who humbled Leeds, of course, are ball number 19. Fellow League Two side Cheltenham are number 32. Fans of Blackpool, who of course added to Sam Allardyce's woes at West Brom, they need to look out for ball number 30. Non-League Chorley, who are in the 6th tier of English football, will be hoping number 3 gets paired with a Premier League giant, and they could be joined by fellow non-leaguer Stockport, who of course face West Ham this evening. That is ball number 6 for them. Okay, Peter, without further ado, let's start with the draw then. So the first job is to get the balls into this little cauldron. What's your sort of style here, Peter?
Style?
Are you kind of quite a careful handler to match your reserved personality, or are you going to go full Rod Stewart?
You're going to have to wait and see, I think, Richmond. Are you ready?
Well, this one we really look forward to. Okay, and we are ready to begin the draw. Peter, would you begin? You never let us down.
Little tribute to Rod Stewart there. First ball, number 32.
Number 32 is League Two Cheltenham Town. They, of course, beat Mansfield in the last round, and they have a home tie against
Number 25.
Number 25, that is Manchester City. What a tie for them. Of course, 6-time winners, Pep Guardiola's side, with a really good trip there.
Number 7.
Number 7 is AFC Bournemouth, currently 3rd in the Championship. A home tie at the Vitality for them against
Number 19.
Number 19, Crawley Town from League Two.
Number 9.
Number 9 is Swansea City of the Championship, of course, currently 2nd.
Number 11.
They're up against Nottingham Forest. So an all-championship tie there.
Number 8.
Number 8 is Manchester United, of course, 12-time winners. They'll be at home at Old Trafford against, let's see who you get for this one.
Number 23.
Against number 23, Liverpool. Ooh, that is a big one. Peter, what have you done?
Sorry about that. It's number 2.
Number 2 next. That is either Southampton or Shrewsbury Town.
Plays number 12.
Plays number 12 is Arsenal. Okay, so the current holders, of course, with a record number of wins, 14 for them.
Number 13.
Number 13, Barnsley, Championship side Barnsley.
Play number 29.
They play number 29, that is Norwich City. Currently top of the Championship.
Number 3.
Number 3 is Chorley. Oh, let's see who you get for them. Hope it's a good one.
Number 5.
Number 5 is Wolverhampton Wanderers. Great one for them. Premier League side visiting there. Wolves, the 4-time winners, of course.
Number 15.
Number 15, Millwall. Let's see who's coming to the den.
Number 21.
Then 21, Bristol City of the Championship.
Number 31.
31 is Brighton and Hove Albion, who of course came through on penalties last night against Newport. Nervy moments there. Let's see who they get. Their reward is
Number 30.
a home tie against Blackpool of League One.
Number 18.
Number 18 is Wycombe Wanderers, playing in the Championship for the first time in their history. Let's see who they get.
Player number 4.
Tottenham Hotspur. The year ends in one, Peter. What do you reckon?
Well, yeah, I feel it could be their year. You've said that for a few years, though. Number 22.
Number 22 is Fulham.
Number 20.
And they're up against Burnley, so it's an all Premier League tie in that one.
Number 14.
Number 14 is Sheffield United with their first win in 6 months at the weekend.
Number 1.
Oh, they're up against Plymouth Argyle of League One.
Number 27.
Number 27 is Chelsea, the 8-time winners, of course. And they have a home tie against
26.
Luton Town of the Championship. That's a decent one.
Okay. It's number 6.
Number 6 is Stockport County or West Ham United, who of course playing very shortly.
Number 16.
And that's quite an incentive. Doncaster Rovers from League One.
Number 24.
24 is Championship side Brentford.
They play number 17.
That is Leicester City. 4-time runners-up, of course.
Okay, number 10.
Number 10 is Everton. 5-time winners. They want to make it 6 under Carlo Ancelotti.
Number 28.
And they're up against 28 Sheffield Wednesday of the Championship. Well, that concludes the draw. Ties will be played across the weekend of the 23rd and 24th of January. We'll, of course, be back very shortly for the draw for the 5th round of the Emirates FA Cup.
Yes, thank you, Peter. Thank you, Crouchy. I did not want Fulham, but there we go. So the draw is as follows. Cheltenham play Man City, Bournemouth against Crawley, Swansea versus Nottingham Forest, Manchester United, Liverpool. What a draw that is. Southampton and Shrewsbury against Arsenal, Barnsley against Norwich, Chorley against Wolverhampton Wanderers. I'm really pleased that Chorley got a big team there in the next round. They deserve that. Brighton against Blackpool, Wickham versus Tottenham Hotspur, Fulham Burnley, not happy with that. Sheffield United against Plymouth, Chelsea play Luton, Stockport or West Ham against Doncaster Rovers, Brentford against Leicester City, and Everton versus Sheffield Wednesday. Some tasty games there. That Everton Sheffield Wednesday, in fact, is a repeat of the 1986 semi-final, which Everton won 2-1. You may remember, if you're old enough to remember. But from a Claret's point of view, bitterly disappointed with the draw. Did not want Fulham. I did not want a London team away, and we've got one. Thank you very much, and that's absolutely annoying. That is a real frustration, but there you go. But the two games that stand out for me from a neutral's point of view, Man United against Liverpool, of course, that is got to be the game of the round. That for me, absolutely. And Chorley, what a draw for them. To get Wolves at home. Nuno Santo will not fancy taking his side to Chorley. That is for sure for the next round. I'm absolutely convinced by that. I think looking at some of the Doncaster, the reward for tonight's game as well for either West Ham or Stockport County. But one thing's for sure, I think it's going to be a real incentive anyway, but we're just waiting for. We're just waiting to see how the 5th round draw is going to work, because it's going to be. Well, I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll find out in just a minute from Peter Crouch. Well, there we go. Just a little bit of unrelated cup news, and it's sad news really. Cardiff City defender Sol Bamba has sadly been diagnosed with the non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and yeah, I echo what you say there, Russ. Sol Bamba, get well soon, my friend. From everybody here on this YouTube channel, so yeah, well done there, man. hopefully get well soon. We're just waiting to get back to Stockport for this 5th round draw, and well, they're just busy interviewing David Moyes, and then they're going to get the whole thing ready. The draw should be taking place in around about 3 or 4 minutes from now, I think. But as soon as we find out, we'll cross back there. But that Man United Liverpool game is certainly one that we'll be looking at for coverage, that is for sure. But obviously we'll have to draw at that tie takes place, I think, in around about the 22nd or 23rd of February, not February, January. So 2 weeks time it should be. I do miss the atmosphere of the audience. I don't. Yeah, well, it's the world that we're living in, Sue. But hopefully we'll get all that back, possibly next year. It's just sad that we're living in unprecedented times and everything else. But I don't really want to get. Well, I didn't want Fulham, Sue, but that's the way the cup goes sometimes, But think about it. I think we're going to have a really good game. I think from a neutral point of view, I'm bang up for that one. I'll tell you that now. Russ has just confirmed that the games will be played over, I think, a 3-day period between the 22nd and 25th of January. So I think it'll be played over sort of like a 3-day period. You might still. Well, I wouldn't even. Well, I'm not sure if you want Shrewsbury because they last year held Liverpool. So. Well, I think the last time you went to Southampton in the Cup, I think you won 3-0. So I wouldn't suggest for 1 minute that you're not that bad. I think Arsenal are really getting it together now after a very slow and bad start, but absolutely no doubt about it. So we're just waiting to cross back to Stockport now for the 5th round draw. It's all complicated, it's all rock and roll to me, but here we go then, the 5th round draw. Back to Peter Crouch and Ramesh Chowdhury, or whatever she's called. Here we go.
Hello there and welcome back to the BT Sports Studios in East London. A short while ago, Peter Crouch beautifully conducted the draw for the 4th round of the Emirates FA Cup, and to aid with the planning of fixtures during this particularly busy football season, we're now going to conduct the draw for the 5th round. Now, this is how the balls have been numbered. Cheltenham Town versus Manchester City was the first tie to be drawn for the 4th round, and that will now be ball number 1 in the draw for the 5th round. AFC Bournemouth versus Crawley, the 2nd fixture, that will be ball number 2, and that pattern continues all the way down to the final 4th round tie that was drawn, which was Everton against Sheffield Wednesday. They will be ball number 16. Okay, well, without further ado, it's time to continue. And Peter, you're an expert at this now, so I'll leave it all to you.
Thank you. Yep.
All in, bags empty?
I believe so.
Perfect.
Okay.
Let's go.
Number 11.
Ball number 11 is either Fulham or Burnley.
Play number 2.
Number 2 is AFC Bournemouth or Crawley Town.
Number 4.
Number 4 is Manchester United or Liverpool.
Number 14.
Number 14, Stockport County or West Ham or Doncaster Rovers. It sounds like a lot, but it does make sense, doesn't it?
Yes, I'm sure it does, yeah. Number 12.
Number 12 is Sheffield United or Plymouth Argyle.
Number 8.
Number 8 is either Millwall or Bristol City.
Number 7.
Okay, a home tie for either Chorley or Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Number 5.
Okay, they'll face either Southampton or Shrewsbury Town or Arsenal. Well, that could be quite big, couldn't it?
Number 6.
Number 6 is either Barnsley or Norwich City.
Play number 13.
Number 13 is Chelsea or Luton Town.
16.
Next up, it's Everton or Sheffield Wednesday.
Play number 10.
That's Wycombe Wanderers or Tottenham Hotspur.
Number 3.
Number 3 is Swansea or Nottingham Forest.
Play number 1.
That's Cheltenham Town or Manchester City. And the last couple.
Number 15.
Number 15 is either Brentford or Leicester City.
Play number 9.
And it's either Brighton and Hove Albion or Blackpool. Peter, thank you very much. That concludes the draw. 5th round ties will be played across the second midweek in February. The 4th round ties will take place across the weekends of the 23rd and 24th of January.
Thank you very much indeed. And here is the 5th round draw. Let's see if we can get through all this without mucking it up, shall we? Fulham or Burnley would take on Bournemouth or Crawley. So we could have Mark Wright from Towie coming to Turf Moor if things go according to plan. Manchester United or Liverpool will take on either Stockport County, West Ham or Doncaster. Yet I know it's all rock and roll, isn't it? So that's the second one out. Then it was Sheffield United or Plymouth against Millwall and Bristol City, or Bristol City I should say. And then the next one was Chorley or Wolves against Southampton, either Southampton or Shrewsbury or Arsenal. It's all rock and roll to me. Everton or Sheffield Wednesday I should say, up against Wycombe or Tottenham. Believe me, this gets complicated as it goes along. Next one, Swansea or Nottingham Forest against either Cheltenham or Manchester City. You think Manchester City will come out the latter one there. And finally, Brentford or Leicester take on Brighton and Blackpool. And those games, incidentally, will be played between in midweek, apparently, over 3 days again. Over 2 days, I should say, between February the 9th to 11th. Yes, I'm completely lost as well, so it's all, as I say, it's all rock and roll to me, but it's just the reason why they've done the draw is just to ease the fixture congestion, but there you go. So there we have it. I don't... Well, unbelievable. But let me remind you of what the 4th round draw brings before we carry on. Matt's already texting me as well. No doubt. I'll get back to get back to Trevor in a bit. Yeah, Trevor's been texting me. So let me just get back to there. But sometimes in the FA Cup you need to win it the hard way, I suppose. But right, so let's try and make a sense of this now. Let me just right. We've already right. Let's try if we can get the 4th round draw up again. So the 4th round draw. I'm just going to give you the 4th round draw once again in a second or two. But anyway, you'll find out for yourselves anyway. But that's things I can tell you. But some great ties in the 4th round. Didn't want Fulham, but we've got Fulham. But it's going to be brilliant. But thank you very much for everyone who's tuned in. Don't forget, 9 o'clock tonight, the climax of the International Open Snooker from Snooker 19 between Ken Doherty and I nearly said Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's out. Jimmy White, that's it. Jimmy White leaving 3 frames to 1. Could play anything up to 5. It could be as little as 2 frames tonight. We don't know. But you'll have to stay tuned with us and find out for that. Don't forget to join me at 9 o'clock if you can. So only an hour and a half to go before that final is played out in Barnsley. And then join Trevor tomorrow for Sports Night. So thank you very much for all of you for tuning in. Thanks to everybody. You know, this is why we love the FA Cup, isn't it? I hope you enjoyed the coverage this weekend. We'll be back with coverage absolutely for sure. But until then, take care. I hope it's 5 frames. Well, you'll have to tune in and find out soon. I hope you'll have to tune in and find out. But until 9 o'clock, have a fantastic evening, and we'll see you all for the snooker at 9 o'clock. Until then, from me, JB, enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Good night.